If you're thinking of buying a Submariner Date or no date, then this video is for you. The first reason why you should consider a Submariner no date is because of its symmetry, you know? It's just overall, it's a more beautiful watch than the Submariner Date. It's got no cyclops. It is absolutely perfectly proportioned in every conceivable way, you know? It's just a great option for somebody who loves not the watch, but the art that this watch represents, you know? However, if you just want the watch, the date option is just a better watch. I'm sorry, Submariner Date is just more useful. And it's still beautiful, you know? Even though it's got this cyclops that a lot of people hate, I think you can find beauty in it. And if you can find beauty and the function, then it's a win-win. Okay. The second reason why you might consider the no date version of the Submariner instead of the date version is if you're just naturally cool. I don't know what it is about the no date, but cool people just seem to be drawn to that version of the watch. I can't explain it, but all the cool people that I know that have the Submariner, they always went for the no date version. Just ask Rolex, you know? He's driving a Porsche. He's a cool guy. And he's wearing the no date. Why is he wearing no date? He doesn't even know. I gotta tell you, it's because he's just naturally cool guy. Now, if you're not cool, if you're a poser, you know, if you're just trying to pretend to be cool, if you're slightly overweight, then the no date is not for you. You gotta go for the date version. This is what all the people who are not cool get. You know? This is why I have the no date version. I'm just not cool. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter how hard I try to pretend to be cool. I'm just never going to be cool. Look at my hair. You know? It's never gonna happen. So, if you're buying this watch for someone, if you're buying a Submariner for someone, or if you're buying it for yourself, and you're not cool, don't even go for the no date. You know? It's not for you. I'm sorry. Overweight people and uncool people do not wear the no date. It's just fact of truth. Okay, so number 3 reason to get a no date is, you know, if you don't really have a job, if you're your own boss, you know, if you don't need the date, if you're setting your own schedule, then, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, then you don't really need the date, man. If you get your own business, if your life is all together and it's going real nice and well, then you definitely gotta go for the no date option. There's no other choice. On the other hand, if you're bound by contracts, if you have clients, if you gotta be on time and you have deadlines and you need to finish projects and assignments, then you have to go for the date version, you know? If you're an employee, you know, you have to be there when your boss says you gotta be there. So you have to go with the date. I'm sorry, it's just, that's what separates those two watches, you know? You're either working for someone or you are hiring. And yeah, there you go. That was reason number 3. But probably the greatest reason to get the Submariner No Date that I can see is if you're a true wristwatch snob, you know? Because the No Date sub, it harkens back, you know, to the good old days, to the reference 5508, the legend, or the reference 6538, the one that Sean Connery wore in as a James Bond in Dr. No. So, you know, if you know anything about watches and you're interested in the horological journey, you know, if you're a prude and you want to have the greatest watch in the wristwatch community, then definitely you will go for the No Date. That's number 4 reason, and in my opinion, that's the greatest reason to get the No Date. When I got my Submariner, the date version, I didn't know anything about the horology, you know. I just went into the store and I got what I loved. Getting something that you love, that's another thing, you know. If you don't care about the horology, if you don't care about the history, you just want the most useful, the most amazing watch that will literally last you the lifetime, and you will be able to pass it on to your children, and it's going to be super useful, and it's a tool watch, then you have to go like what I did. You have to go for the date version, you know. Forget about symmetry, forget about history. I'm just talking about purely greatest utilitarian watch that you can get. It's got to be the sub date, you know. I'm sorry, I don't want to say it, I don't want to be bearer of bad news, it's just a fact. I use the date function all the freaking time. I don't know how I would go without it, you know. It's hard, you know. I have a job, I have clients, you know, I have to sign checks, and I check the date function all the time. So think about that. Oh, okay. The exit is over there. The last and probably the worst reason to go for the Submariner No Date is if you want to save a couple of $100 if you're getting a new one, and you can actually save a couple of $1,000 if you're buying on the gray market, you know. The difference between the sub date and no date in price varies so much, is that you can get some bargain prices on the no date. Also, what most people don't consider, they don't think about it, is that the service cost on the no date much cheaper, because servicing that date function, it almost doubles the price of the service. So, however, if you don't care about price, you know, if you think a couple $100 or $1,000 are worth the addition of the date function, then you should definitely do it. I mean, date function is just so useful. Oh my god, so useful. So there you go, guys. 5 reasons to choose either a sub, date, or no date. Basically, choose whichever one you like. I hope you guys don't take this video too seriously. It was type of a joke. So, but I don't know. I don't know how many people will get that joke. Either way, get whatever you like. And yeah, if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my website, timwright.com.